Alright YouTube, I'm Cool40 here. Bringing you guys a Reinnovating the Gadget segment on this horrible deck right here that is giving everybody such a big problem in the current format. I'm a Chaos Dragon Virgin. I've played the deck a few times, never really played against it. I played against it with windups and I did good against it. Hand looped for the win. But I'm going to talk about what I'm personally doing to side against Chaos Dragons and how I feel that you can deal with it. This is my personal standpoint. Tragoedia. Trag is really important against this particular deck. If you conserve your hand, you drop a 3000 beat stick against them. You give them a lot of issues in the form of a giant beater. And you can take their monsters by discarding 5s, 6s, and 10s. Trag discarded, take Darkness Metal. It happens. But, Trag is really crucial in that matchup just because, you can drop a big beat stick. Thunder King, Ryo. You slow down their special summons, particularly these three that you see up here. The thing with Thunder King is he's 1900. He's going to stand solid ground against them. And hey guys, 1900s don't steer us wrong. Soultaker. This is something that Billy Break mentioned. It makes Light Pulsar and Shining both miss their timing because it destroys the monster, and then they gain 1000 light points afterwards. So Soultaker is really important in terms of that because, let's just face it, Smashing Ground is obsolete in what it used to do. Soultaker is just so much better, especially against those two cards, and we're in a non-life point format. Mirror Force. This is something a lot of you probably wouldn't consider because, Pulsar can bring back Darkness Metal, but, if you're in a desperate situation, it nukes their field, gets stuff out of the way, and even more importantly, it's a big Lila target. If you're playing a lot of back row, Compulse, Bottomless, you can manipulate what they're going to hit. Because you can just get out of the way and then you can stop what they're going to do with Mirror Force. Next up, Dimensional Prison. This is another one. Even though it's a giant Lila, Raikou target, MST target, it does stop Pulsar, and, conventional 1-for-1s are still good against the deck in general. A lot of people probably wouldn't consider this, but I still do like Dimensional Prison, especially right now. It seems to be a good card all the way around except for against Insectors. And then my personal tech, I side one of this right now. Vanity's Emptiness. The important thing of this is, once it goes up, your opponent can't special summon. So you jam all of your opponent's special summons. And it's when a card on your side of the field is sent to the graveyard. So if you can just easily shut it off, just like that. So be aware of that. All these cards are really good. Playing against Chaos Dragons, you have two options. If you're holding Trag, you be defensive as hell. Or you be conservative as hell. You don't drop anything. You just make this Trag as live as you can. After the Trag, you can try to clean up their mess. Or you can play the prevention game. The prevention game would be you basically stop your opponent everything they can do before it happens. It's really risque, like with Macrocosmos and stuff like that. You just try to stop them before they can stop you. You make sure it never happens. You also you can do the Insector approach where you just clean up the mess afterwards, but in order to do that you have to open up Pretty Nutty, and Insectors can't really do that. So clean up the mess afterwards cards is stuff like Soultaker and Mirror Force, assuming that you survive the blast, of the OTK. So that's just my 2 cents. Tell me what you guys think about Chaos Dragons. Like I said, I'm a Chaos Dragon virgin when it comes to playing against the deck. I'm still relatively new. I've only played against it 2 or 3 times. As sad as that is, yeah, some of my side choices might not be as conventional as others, but give me some input. What are you guys going to do against Chaos Dragons at Nationals this year? What do you think is going to be the best option? Soultaker by far seems the best out of all of these, but leave some comments down below. Tell me if my fears are accurate, and hey guys, I'm always willing to hear what you have to say. Peace.